Sega.
There, boys! Bring her about!
Welcome to the battle tutorial. Here you will learn the basics of commanding your armies on the battlefield. You are controlling the British army. Camped in and around this farm are your Spanish enemies. Your task is to rout the Spanish army from the battlefield. Let's start by selecting your cannons. Left-click on the cannons with your mouse. Now, move your cursor over an enemy unit, and right-click your mouse to order your cannons to attack.
Open fire!
Whilst you're shelling the enemy, practice raising and lowering the camera by rolling the middle mouse button. Alternatively, you can use the Z or X keys. Keep up the pressure by firing your cannons at the enemy militia. As they take damage, their morale will be reduced, and eventually cause them to rout. You have successfully routed an enemy unit. If you rout all enemy units from the battlefield, you will be victorious. You can use the W and S keys to move the camera backwards and forwards, and the A and D keys to strafe left and right. You can rotate the camera by clicking and holding the middle mouse button. Alternatively, you can use the Q and E keys. Try this now. You can rotate the camera by clicking and holding the middle mouse button. Alternatively, you can use the Q and E keys. Try this now.
Fire!
Select a line infantry unit by left-clicking on the unit, or left-clicking the unit card on the review panel at the bottom of the screen. You can double-click here to automatically, while enemy troops with broken morale can return to the front. Please select a line infantry unit. Ah, haha, well done. You have successfully routed. Ah, haha, well done. You have successfully routed the first wave of enemies.
Infantry! Right away, brothers!
Now, right-click on the location indicated to order your unit to march there.
Yes, sir! Sir!
To increase the speed of your unit's movement, click the Run button on the review panel, or double right-click when issuing a movement command. A second wave of enemies approaching. Keep your units behind this cover to give them an advantage over the enemy.
Right away, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
You have seriously depleted the Spanish numbers. Click on the melee attack button in the unit panel.
Yes, sir. Fire!
Now, mouse over an enemy unit and right-click to engage in melee. You can double-click to charge. These men will remain in melee mode whilst the button is selected. Click it again to disable melee mode, and have your men fire on the enemy when next ordered to attack. Your general has joined your ranks for the final push. Use him wisely and keep him protected. His presence in battle will strengthen the morale of nearby units. Use the commands you've just learnt to rout the rest of the Spanish army.
Yes, sir. Infantry reporting. Right away, sir. Following orders.
General Staff.
Close to range.
General and Staff at your service.
Sir. Right away, sir.
General Staff. Engage the enemy. Attack!
Orders. Moving out. Infantry reporting. Yes, sir.
General Staff.
Welcome to the Naval Battle Basic Controls tutorial. My name is Admiral Green, and I am your Naval Battle Advisor. We have had reports of French ships raiding in the Caribbean, and your ship has been dispatched to deal with them. In this tutorial, you will learn about the HUD, camera controls, ship movement, and combat. The HUD, or heads-up display, has now been revealed. You will be taught about the HUD and buttons over the course of this tutorial. Your ship is nearby and ready for you to learn how to control it. The circular flag above your ship is its icon. The green bars at the bottom represent the strength of your hull on each side of the ship, and the white bar at the top represents the amount of damage your sails and masts have taken. As your ship takes hits throughout a battle, these bars will go down and change color to represent the fact your ship is taking damage. The flashing part of the HUD is the review panel. This is where the ship cards for the ships in your navy will be displayed. The new flashing icon is the ship card for your ship. Left-click the ship card now to select it. Good. Now you must learn how to control the camera. First, try moving the camera forward and back by using the W key to move forward and S key to move back. Now try moving the camera left and right by using the A key to move left and the D key to move right. Try rotating the camera left and right by using the Q key to rotate the camera left and the E key to rotate it right. Try rotating the camera left and right by using the Q key to rotate the camera left and the E key to rotate it right. Try rotating the camera left and right by using the Q key to rotate the camera left and the E key to rotate it right. You can use the V key to pan the camera up and the C key to pan the camera down. You can use the V key to pan the camera up and the C key to pan the camera down. Finally, try moving the camera up and down by using the X key to move it up and the Z key to move it down. Finally, try moving the camera up and down by using the X key to move it up and the Z key to move it down. Well done. You can also use the mouse to move the camera around by either moving it to the edges of the screen or by holding down the middle mouse button whilst moving the mouse to drag the camera around. You can double-click on the ship card to center the camera on that ship. Try this now. Good. Now you will learn how to move your ship. With your ship selected, right-click at the base of the marker shown to have your ship move there. Your ship will now move to the first marker. You can halt your ship at any time or cancel its current orders by clicking the highlighted anchor button. Try clicking it now. Good. Now have your ship resume its movement. Good. Now try double-clicking at the base of the next marker to have your ship move there at its fastest speed. Double-clicking to have your ship move will always make it move at its fastest speed. Good. Look, sir, one of the enemy sloops is approaching us. As the enemy approaches, you will learn how to give an attack order to your ship. With your ship selected, right-click on the enemy ship to give an attack order. Good. Your ship will now sail into range and open fire on the enemy. Your experienced crew will soon make short work of them. Now, whilst your ship moves into range and engages the enemy, you will learn about the different shot types your ship can use. The currently selected shot type for your ship, and the default, is round shot. This shot type is effective against the enemy's hull and taking out their guns. The highlighted type is chain shot. This shot type will hit the enemy's masts and can be used to cripple an enemy's movement. The final shot type, now highlighted, is grape shot. This is a close-range shot type that is devastating against the enemy's crew. You have now learnt about the various shot types. Experiment with them now if you want. But your aim is to sink this enemy ship. sir. This enemy sloop has been sunk. The second enemy sloop is now approaching us, and you must be ready to receive it. You can also control how your ship fires by use of the broadside buttons highlighted now. These buttons control the main battery of guns on the left and right side of the ship. They can be used to deliver a devastating punch to the enemy. Try clicking either of the broadside buttons now. Notice the orange ring running around the outside of the broadside buttons. This represents the number of guns on that side that are loaded and ready to fire. Hover your mouse over the broadside button to see exactly how many cannons are ready. This ring will build up as more cannons reach. You can click on the broadside button again to fire off all the ready guns on that side. This allows you more control over how your ship fires and allows you to deal more damage to the enemy. You can use the highlighted buttons to rotate your ship and help keep the enemy within your broadsides when moving your ship around manually. Use all the ways to control your ship in combat to fight the last enemy ship. Remember, you can give your ship an attack order and control how its broadsides fire at the same time if you want to. shot has demasted the enemy sloop, and its crew are bringing it to a halt. Now is an excellent time to board the enemy. You can give your ship an order to board the enemy sloop by clicking on the highlighted board button, and then right-clicking on the enemy sloop. Do this now. You can give your ship an order to board the enemy sloop by clicking on the highlighted board button, and then right-clicking on the enemy sloop. Do this now. You can give your ship an order to board the enemy sloop by clicking on the highlighted board button, and then right-clicking on the enemy sloop. Do this now. You can give your ship an order to board the enemy sloop by clicking on the highlighted.
Our war on British tyranny begins tonight. In Boston, brave men fight for the right to govern themselves. Tonight, we fight for freedom. As I bear witness to the sacrifice of this generation, I take great comfort in the memory of our forefathers. Those pioneering men who traveled to these shores seeking a new life. Like the intrepid Captain John Smith and his fellow settlers, we too seek a new world. Not only for ourselves, but for future generations of Americans. As I look back on their endeavors, at the unknown dangers that awaited the pioneers over every rise and behind every tree, I am reminded that I play but a small part in a much greater story.
As fast as we can! Fire! Ready yourselves, men!
Militia!
Stay behind cover, men! They're charging again! Steady!
Infantry!
Hold the line!
Range!
General and staff at your service.
Open fire!
Charge! Retreat!
Fire!
General staff reporting.
Open fire!
Watch the trees, men! On the right!
Open fire!
Order!
Fire! Close to range!
General and staff at your service.
Fire!
Marking targets.
Infantry! Yes, sir! Close to range!
Order!
Break off attack targets!
Fire!
Retreat!
General staff reporting.
Close to range!
Break off!
Yes, sir! Close to range!
General and staff at your service. Attack!
Break off attack! Retreat!
Open fire!
From the very beginning, there have been hardships, irreplaceable losses. Brothers, fathers, sons lost to war, famine, and disease. And yet our forefathers endured, refusing to give up on the one thing they all believed in so fervently: freedom. Those brave men built a future from an inhospitable land, taming it and making it their own. But the wild land was not the only threat. The natives were a constant menace, lurking at their borders, always ready for battle. It became obvious that until borders were clearly established, peace would continue to be elusive.
You must lead the early settlers to establish Jamestown as a safe and prosperous settlement in this dangerous new world. From time to time, the British government will issue various missions to perform. As you complete these missions, the wealth and security of Jamestown will improve, and your influence throughout the whole of the new world will expand. Having survived the immediate threat posed by the native tribes, your settlers have already gained valuable combat experience. A message box will inform you when this building has been constructed. The number in the hourglass indicates how many turns remain before completion. There is often a choice of building types to construct in a resource slot. You can only follow one of these building chains. Once you have constructed the base building, subsequent upgrade options will only be available from the same chain. This is Jamestown, the capital of the region of Virginia. The review panel at the bottom of the screen contains a recruitment tab and a construction tab. Use the recruitment tab to recruit units for your armies. This is your army. The highlighted area represents the extent to which this army can move this turn. Right-click within this area to move your army to that location.
Forward! Up!
Yes?
Forwards for crown and country!
This panel gives information about how a building's effects work in the game, along with a detailed description of its function. Some buildings allow you to construct other, more advanced ones, so it's worth reading all the information here and checking the building browser. Oh, you have successfully built a peasant farm and local fishery in the Jamestown region. Jamestown should now grow and prosper, so it's time to deal with the threat from local native tribes. Your next compulsory mission is to capture the village of Werowokomoko, deep into unknown territory to the northeast.
Yes, my lord. Forwards! March! Any further orders?
You have entered a unit into the recruitment queue. A message box will inform you when this unit is ready to use. The number in the hourglass indicates how many turns remain before completion.
Your Majesty. Lord? Immediately! Awaiting further orders. Onwards!
New units have been recruited. Left-click to select Jamestown. Left-click on the Army tab to view your garrisoned units.
Forward! March! Waiting for orders. Your Majesty. Forwards! March! A new defense. Foraging supplies. My lord? Your Majesty. Yes, sir. Impossible, sir. I cannot do that.
Left-click on a unit card to select it. You can press and hold the control key to select multiple units.
Ready and awaiting orders. March! At the ready. Any further orders? Your humble servant. March! Make ready. Anything more? Your humble servant. Forwards for crown and country! Yes, sir. Forwards! March! Yes. Any further orders? Onwards! Ready and waiting for orders. Forward! March! To arms!
Winning a battle isn't just about greater numbers. The balance of units and the commander's ability are essential. Look at the strength ratio, weather and reinforcement information before committing yourself. But beware. If you're attacked, it may not be possible to avoid combat. The buttons at the bottom of this panel represent your battle options. Mouse over to see what each one does. A very large army or navy spread over 2 or more unit stacks may not be able to fight as a single force. A nation can field a maximum of 20 units on the battlefield at one time. In this instance, additional units arrive for battle piecemeal, joining the fray to reinforce units that have been routed or destroyed.
During the deployment phase, you can secretly arrange your units inside the deployment zone before battle commences. The enemy general will deploy his men within the opposite area. When you're ready to fight, click on the cross swords icon in the center of the screen. Pressing the space bar on your keyboard after orders have been issued displays the positions your units will move to as a shadow on the battlefield. Use this as a reference when deploying your forces.
Colonial militia! Infantry reporting. Right away, sir.
General and staff at your service.
Orders understood. Militia! Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
General staff reporting.
Infantry. Forward orders.
Maintaining a unit's courage and regimental discipline in the heat of battle is dependent on their morale, a measure of pride and self-belief in their abilities. This is boosted by training, experience, and the presence of an inspirational general. Morale is weakest when heavily outnumbered or outmatched by an enemy. The Run button in the bottom right of the screen can be used to toggle the selected units between running or walking. Running is useful for going somewhere in a hurry, but doing it too much will tire the men out.
Militia! Forward orders. Orders.
flashing unit banner means the morale of their troops is wavering. Before long, they'll break from combat and rout from the field. Take this opportunity to charge their ranks with cavalry or infantry with bayonets fixed. The battle is over when all troops in an army are routed or killed.
General Staff, report. Moving out. Orders understood.
Colonial militia.
Clicking on the melee button in the bottom right of the screen will lock the selected melee-capable units into melee mode. All attack orders will result in a hand-to-hand attack until you click on the melee button again. Units with white banners are routing. They've broken and are running and won't follow any more of your orders. If positioned close by, your general may be able to rally these troops with his special ability. If successful, you'll regain control of them.
battle statistics are displayed here, along with a breakdown of the condition of each surviving unit in your army or navy. The button on the right-hand side breaks the statistics down to a per-unit level. Following capture of a capital city, it is important to leave an adequate garrison behind to quell unrest until both the population level and any damaged buildings are fully restored. Exempting the region from tax may also be helpful in the short term. Oh, you have successfully captured the village of Werawakamoko and are well on the way to reducing the threat to Jamestown. The condition of victory for completing this episode is to capture the village of Shakamakson.